All right, my friends, here we go. Duke Jackson, it's time, okay? Yeah, baby. Duke. All right, my friends, here we go. Let's see. I am sharing my page I manage. Yeah, baby, here we go. Next is hi, everybody. Are we live yet? Oh, yeah. All right, my friends. Hi, everybody. We're going to be live. I'm just taking care of some logistics. Hello, hello. Okay. Let's see. Let me just take care of some logistics and we're going to get started. You guys ready for it? I'm ready for it. Okay. Welcome, everybody. So if you are just coming on, joining us live, please say hi, where you're from. And whoa, I'm having the weirdest things happen to my technology. Like literally somebody just like somebody flung my phone. Okay, so all right, hi everybody, welcome, welcome. So I can't always see you guys. Let's see. Okay, so Chris, those are the two for today. Oops, I put them in the business creation. So those are for you. Okay, cool. All right, my friends. You guys ready? Oh, hi from Turkey. It's 1 a.m. Alejandra from Hola de Mexico. Teresa, it's 4 o'clock already. Hello. Oh, welcome, you guys. How cool is that? I'm going to get out my little trusty so I can see everything because I can't always see everything. I'm so glad you guys are here. Aw, and how did I get so lucky? I will be in Turkey in October. So we're going to get this party started and see what we create. Let's see if I can do this and get on here. There we go. Nope, not that one. Navigating first world problems, navigating technology. Aren't we so lucky to have technology? Okay. I would like to switch my, well, I guess we'll just go with it. All right. So today really is about what can your body receive, and I want to talk to you guys a little bit, share some ahas. So this week, I think it was this week. Time flies by so fast. Maybe it was last week. My good friend Dr. Dane here, who is a co-founder of Access Consciousness. If you guys didn't see his live video, I believe it's in this thread. And don't do it now. Do it afterwards. But it's called "Get Your Happy On." Right? And it was all about like really truly what does it take to embody happiness? What does it take to embody joy? And you know, one of the things that I've looked at with bodies in general is how few bodies are truly embodying the energy of joy, right? Why? Because we keep having these judgments of how we think we should look, what we think we should eat, how we think we should feel, right? And so, hola from Uruguay. Hi, Pablo. So this is where, like, you guys, do you know a body on the planet that doesn't judge itself? I'm going to change my, let's see if we do that. Do you know a body on the planet that doesn't judge itself? Right? And most of us, like, when we get down to it, unfortunately, we start to realize that most of us have some form of judgment or another. And one of the things, and I'm going to be paraphrasing, right? One of the things that I realized is that if you are judging you, if you are in, oh, look at you guys. I love it. Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, pod, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. I don't know how to turn off my notifications while I'm on, so you guys are just going to have to deal with it at the moment, and maybe I can get this working, and then we can do cool. So if you guys were to be able to create anything with your body, anything with your business, anything with your financial reality, what would you create and what could you choose? Right? And is it actually possible to be happy in your body? And so this is what we're going to talk about, because when you're not happy, how much does that repel all of the energies, money, compliments, acknowledgement, business ideas? How much does that deny your body and you from receiving everything you could receive? So if you guys have never been on a Facebook Live with me before, right? My name's Catherine McDash, founder of No Judgment Diet. And yes, crazy enough to believe that someday it could be possible to have 10 million bodies out of judgment. Right? I know I was raised in this crazy environment, Irish Catholic, where my aunts and uncles would like be chain smoking cigarettes, right? And drinking their red wine or drinking their whiskey and talking about like, oh, well, you know, ice cream goes straight to the thighs, and, you know, how talking about how other religions judge the Catholic Church, but they're sitting there judging everybody. And then also body shaming almost everyone. Yay. Kanika says, hi, happy body. Hello, hello. So one of the things I look at with the No Judgment Diet is there's this idea out there that if you exercise hard enough, if you eat right enough, then you will be happy. So do you guys know or have anyone in your life that truly is the embodiment of a happy body, no matter what size they are, no matter what weight they are, no matter how much they're exercising or eating? I know for me, like one of the, how do I say this? One of the gifts, right, of a happy body, and one of, for me at least, the key elements to a happy body is movement. So whether you want to call that exercise, whether you want to call it running outside, mountain biking, skiing, right? But moving the body, because when we move the body, we release all the old magnetic imprinting. We release all the stuff that's been hanging out in the body. So if you don't move your body, and for some of you, I have a friend who calls it, what do they call it? They call it, Oh my God, I think it's getting exercise horizontally or something like that. So if any of you, your preferred method of exercise is horizontal exercise, right? Like, it doesn't matter how you move your body. It matters that you move it. It matters that you're willing to trust it. So what I want to do is, if you guys have any specific questions, please feel free to ask your questions, write a comment, say hello, right? Some of you are already saying hi. I'm trying to find, that's just not working.
Internet.
Cool. There we go. Now I find you guys. Now I might take off my thing. Awesome. So what would it be like? And actually the question is, what is it that your body's been asking for, right? That would create more joy, more ease, more fun. What is it, right? Have you been depriving your body of food? Have you been depriving your body of sex? Have you been depriving your body of good friends or good conversation or whatever it is? Yeah. Hello, sweet Ava. Oh my God. Speaking of happy bodies, there are a bunch of happy bodies that just got done with the 3-day body class in Paris. Some of my favorite people on the planet are there. So yay. Oh, so happy to see you again too. And we will be in in Hungary. Gosh, I'm looking at Hungary, I think what are we at? November. Yeah, baby. So, but if you guys were to look at this and start asking your body questions, the key to a happy body, the key to a happy life, it's not necessarily right. A happy wife makes a happy life. That always isn't necessarily always true. What is true is that being willing to be zero judgment and no point of view about what your body's capable of, about what your body desires, about what it wants to eat, about where it wants to live, right? That is the secret to a happy body. So receiving is this energy of, of no judgment, right? And the more you judge, the more points of views you have to have about what it is you need to do in order to receive. Right? Eva says, yoo-hoo, happy bodies. So can you guys imagine what it would be like if you were willing to have a happy body? Or are you refusing to have a happy body? Oh, I know for me, being raised as an Irish, like in Irish Catholicville, right? I'm no longer practicing Irish Catholic, but being raised in Irish Catholicville, there wasn't any room for really true happiness. There was room for certain elements and certain things, but really truly when it comes down to it, if I look at it, like what was taught to me in my version of happiness was not actually my version of happiness. Right. Ooh, I love that. Susan says, I just had a massage between calls, feeling good. Yeah. And so there's this element to joy that the body's asking for. The body loves touch. Woo. Yeah. Melia says, shoot, been refusing a happy body. So some of you know my story. I'm going to tell it for a second. I didn't know if I was going to or not, but one of the things that, I created this thing called the no judgment diet. Most people are like, what? I'm like, it's not really a diet. It's more like a lifestyle to get you to tap into your knowing and your body's knowing. And so about 13, 14 years ago, somewhere in there, I went on this mission to change my body. And I did something called P90X. Some of you may know of it. It's this crazy regimented exercise and nutrition program that is designed to, in 90 days, get you ripped and lean, right? And so I was like, I'm going to go gung ho. I'm going to do P90X for 90 days. Yeah. So like I got all the foods, I got all the lean proteins, I got all my vegetables. I threw away anything in my cupboards that didn't match. And like, I was just like, I'm going to do this. And so you guys know what I did. I would wake up every day. I'd be like, oh my God, I have to do P90X. Oh my God. And I'd like put on the DVD. I'd work out in my living room. I'd eat exactly what I was told to eat, but I was totally miserable. Like really miserable. And it gets even worse. So you would think that after 30 days, I'd be feeling good. I'd be looking good. I'd be a little bit more motivated. I'd have more energy, that this, exercise regimen would wear off on me. And what happened is I went into my closet on day 30 to sort of measure where my body was at. And I go to put on my skinny jeans. Ha ha, that's a laugh and a joke. And by the end of this experience, I am on my closet floor in a pile of clothes that were clean, but they're now on the floor, crumpled up in a pile, and I'm laying on them like in my underwear, crying, because even my jeans that fit me when I was a little bit bigger, even those wouldn't fit. And so I had it. Like, I wasn't thin, I wasn't fit, I wasn't looking good. I actually had gained almost 10 pounds of fat. Like, I didn't have the muscle. I was just beefy. And I went and I was like, what the? I was so frustrated. And I just it was that last ditch effort where I just went, you know what? That's it. That's it. I give up. I give up. I am done dieting. I'm done exercising, meaning exercising to lose weight. I love being outside. I love being active. I love moving my body, but my body doesn't like exercising for the sake of losing weight. Whenever I do that, it gets bigger and bulkier and beefier. And so if any of you are listening to this and you can relate, where do you go into, I'm going to lose weight, and the opposite happens to your body? Right? So if that is you, keep listening, because we're going to dive into some tools and some things that you can use. I'm going to invite you into a webinar. We're not going to give you the link today. I'm actually doing 3 Facebook Lives today, tomorrow, and Thursday. And then Thursday, I believe it's at 3 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. We're going to do a live class on Zoom, right? So webinar is not the right word. A live class on Zoom where you'll see my face, and I'm going to answer any questions you have. So we've put together this really cool thing, which we'll share with you tomorrow because we're working out a few kinks. We've got a new system that we're using, and the emails are sending out of whack. So we want to make sure you get the right email at the right time. But what's really cool is we included a survey. And if you fill out the survey, you're actually going to be entered into a raffle to win a free 30-minute one-on-one private session over Zoom with yours truly. I've been working on bodies for over 20 years and I'm a little obsessed, right? Because I'll get into it a little bit more, but I didn't realize growing up that I had this amazing capacity with bodies and this amazing capacity to change anything in the body. Now, because I didn't acknowledge that I had this amazing capacity, I was using that gift completely against me. Okay, so we'll get to that a little bit more later. But so going back to this story, I wind up in the closet on my floor in a pile of tears. None of my clothes were fitting. Even my bigger clothes that were, when I was a little bit bigger would be more comfortable. Even those clothes weren't working. And so I just remember being like, I give up. I give up, I give up, I give up, I give up. And I said, you know what? What's the one food? I did all the right things. I ate all the right foods, the lean proteins. I ate every 4 hours or every 3 hours like I was supposed to. I did the vegetables and the water, and I followed it to the T. And if the opposite that was supposed to happen happened, WTF? right? It was kind of that like screw the world moment. And so I went, okay, what's my favorite food on the planet that I don't let myself eat? And when I do eat it, I'm already obsessing about how long I have to Now, this is like 12 years ago. I don't think like that anymore, but I know a lot of people do. And so I was like, okay, what's the one food? What's the one food on the planet that I will not let myself eat? You guys want to know what it was? Want to know my secret food? And this is what's really cool about that. So it was ice cream, right? And so I was like, okay, if I did 30 days of exactly what you're supposed to do to get fitter, to lose weight, to get leaner, to get healthier, to have more energy, and the opposite happens, I gain weight, I got depressed, nothing fit me, I was so frustrated, I was ready to give up. If the opposite happens, what if I ate the worst food for me for 30 days straight? And so I went, okay, let's do it. So I ate ice cream and I put myself literally, people ask me, I put myself literally on an ice cream diet for 30 days. And so my rule was that I wasn't allowed to eat ice cream after 3 o'clock in the afternoon, right? I had a history of binge eating or just like not really being kind to myself later in the evening. And I know a lot of women, I don't know if men do as well, but I know a lot of people who struggle with when they get home from work and they're tired or they're lethargic and they just start eating and all of a sudden they realize they just spent the last hour or 2 hours eating like aimlessly, numblessly, and then they feel like crap and then they fall asleep and they wake up and they go to work and they do it all over again. And so I had to eat the ice cream before 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I was allowed to have it for breakfast, lunch, a snack, whatever. And so for 30 days straight, I was allowed to eat up to 1 pint a day. I was like, I can do that because if I like the whole pint, I can have another one tomorrow, right? So I ended up eating ice cream for 30 days straight. And you guys want to know what happened? This is crazy. It's not just the weight, okay? So I actually ended up losing 10 pounds in those 30 days. And what's even crazier is that my craving and my points of views and my guilt and my shame for eating ice cream, it totally went away. And so when I was eating my favorite food on the planet, I actually got to enjoy it instead of making myself wrong for it. And that may sound like, oh, that's no big deal, Catherine, but actually over the course of a year, what started to happen is my body got happier. I started to lose weight. I started to find movements that worked for my body and I got happier. Right? And then what's even crazier is that now I barely eat ice cream because I have no judgment on it. I literally am like, it's got dairy in it. My body doesn't really like dairy anymore. So for the last about 9 months, I still eat it. Somebody cooks a meal for me with cheese in it, I'm going to eat it. If someone gives me a cup of coffee with cream in it, I'll drink it. But I don't choose to go out of my way to have dairy right now, and my body's happier. So the reason why I'm telling you this story is because is there a food or foods or energies or people that when you're around them, you've decided they're not good for you? When you're around them, you've decided that you're not allowed to have them. Right? So what happens is when you have those points of views about food, about exercise, about people, about whatever, alcohol, about cigarettes, about pot, about whatever it is, when you have those points of views, guess what? Your body creates a visceral reaction according to your point of view. I'm going to say that again. So when you have points of views about anything, about food, about a substance, about alcohol, about grass, about like wintertime, about sunshine, about people, about smoking cigarettes, when you have a point of view and you find yourself in a situation, right, where you can't necessarily avoid the cigarette smoke, you got a bunch of people smoking cigarettes, right? If you have a point of view about those cigarettes, your body will begin to have a visceral reaction. Okay. Aha. You guys having some ahas yet? So the key to this no judgment diet and this idea of what can your body receive, it's when you aren't judging you, right? What awareness can you take on? Aha. Yeah, my friends. And so this thing, it doesn't just apply to your body, your shape, your size, right? It also applies to your bank account, your money flows, your business, your relationships, your sex life, right? It applies to almost everything in your life. If you have a point of view about someone or something in your life, if you have a point of view about your business, like I was on a call, yeah, cool. So I have a point of view about cigarettes, Amelia says, and then she says, doesn't research show cigarettes are bad though, or is that all point of view? So I'm not saying smoke the cigarette. But I'm saying if you have a point of view that your body cannot be around cigarettes because you'll start coughing, it's bad for your lungs, you might get cancer, your body is going to adapt to have a visceral reaction that aligns with your point of view. And so, like, I know in Europe, everybody smokes. Everybody smokes in Europe, right? And so, like, that would mean that I would have to avoid, right? I would have to avoid restaurants. I'd have to avoid like going to a party. I'd have like, so what I'm saying is, I'm not saying if you don't want to smoke a cigarette, like smoke a cigarette. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that if you have a point of view that something is bad for you and you end up being around it, your body will start to create visceral responses. But here's the thing, not only will it create visceral responses, that is when your point of view kicks in, judgment kicks in, and then you cannot be aware of the next choice to choose that will change your life, or change the situation, or change the headache, or change the coughing, or change the panic attack. Okay, I'm going to say that again. So when you're in situations where you have a point of view, guess what? A point of view is a conclusion. A point of view is also a judgment. So when you are in judgment and have a point of view running, you cannot be aware of the next choice to take that will create a different possibility, that will transform where you currently are. So Kanika's asking, and I'm sorry if I'm totally butchering your name. I don't know if it's Kanika. Yeah. Is it what you judge? Yeah. So like when I was judging that ice cream made me fat, guess what? Ice cream made me fat. So I'd go to the gym for like 4 hours. Did that make me happy? No. Does anyone, unless you're Arnold Schwarzenegger and training to be Mr. Olympian or Mr. America or Mr. World athlete of the world, most of you probably do not want to spend 4 hours of your day in a gym, right? That kind of sounds miserable. You might want to spend 4 hours outside hiking. You might want to spend, 4 hours mountain biking or skiing on the mountain. But so as long as I was judging me for eating ice cream, as long as I was judging that ice cream was not good for me, then it created ice cream not being good for me. And what happened with this no judgment diet is that the more I ate ice cream from no point of view and total, utter gratitude and enjoyment, it totally changed the way my body responded. I didn't gain weight. Actually, the opposite happened. I lost weight. And that's when I went, wow, food does not create your body. I'm going to say this, and this is a meme, Miss Chris. Food does not create your body. Judgments create your body. So if you're judging that you're broke, right, or that you don't have money, guess what? You create that you're broke and you don't have money. You create that people can't give you more than what you've decided you're comfortable with receiving. Does that make sense? Are you guys getting an aha? Right. Kanika says, oh my goodness, right? With the emoji. Love the emoji. Love the smiles. Love the hearts. Yeah, you're so welcome. And so this is the key. No Judgment Diet isn't just about the body. No Judgment Diet is about your entire life and living, right? It is about your entire reality. And the more that you start to recognize how many judgments are running your life. So I'm going to say this, another meme, I think, wait for it, listen for it, right? Is that if what you're asking for isn't showing up in your life, there is a judgment or a point of view you have that's preventing it from showing up. Okay? I'll say that again. If, right? If what you've been asking for to have, to be, to receive in your life isn't showing up, you have a point of view that is keeping it from contributing to you. Okay, so my friends, all the points of views you have that are locking in place your inability to create beyond it, yeah, we're going to just let it go. Yeah. And for those of you that use the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement, you are welcome to use the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement. So the idea, and this idea is that if you truly want to receive more, if you want to be more, if you want to create more, you have to start to look at what are the points of views that you have that are running your life. Right? Ava says, oh my God, no. Right. What are the points of views that are running your life? Right. Wow. So Voika says, my sis says that no matter what she eats, she's gaining weight. And she does. Yeah, because her point of view creates her body. So you guys, and you know this, and I love that, Voika, and I miss you, my friend. So you guys know this, but your point of view will create your body. Like really, truly. Uh-oh. Hold on. Wait. Oh, God. Yes. Sorry, I'm getting something. Yes. Minute 6. I'm getting something delivered. That this was the only time it could be delivered. So it's getting delivered shortly. Cool. So awesome. Okay. Cool. I love you guys. Right. And so Voika's saying, my sister says that no matter what she eats, she's gaining weight. And she does, right, because her point of view creates a reality. And so you guys, your bodies don't have a point of view. If you're projecting a point of view, your body will just create whatever point of view you put on your body. So if you put on your body that you're fit and toned and lean and magical and organic and beautiful, guess what? That's what your body creates. If you create that your body is lethargic and sluggish and old and wrinkly and cellulite and it can't change, guess what? That's what you create. If you create that it's hard for people to pay you more than $1,000 a day in your business, guess what? That's what you create. And your body will take on that energy just to go, well, here's your point of view. I'm just going to deliver to you your point of view that you've decided is real. Yay! All right. So does that make sense, you guys, right? So every point of view you have about you, your body doesn't have a point of view. It will just actualize your point of view as real onto your body, right? I have friends who have points of views that they can eat whatever they want whenever they want it. I unfortunately don't yet have that point of view, right? But I have friends who are like, I can eat whatever I want whenever I want, and I'm skinny and beautiful and food works for me. And you know what? It's true for them and their bodies. So I'm not saying let go of your awareness. I'm not saying eat whatever you want. I'm saying, what are the points of views that are stopping you from having the life, from having the joy, from having the body, from having the possibilities that you'd actually like to have? Does that make sense? Does that? Any questions? So when you guys have a point of view about sex, when you have a point of view about money, when you have a point of view about food, when you have a point of view about exercise, right? I do know that the bodies are meant to move and bodies love movement. So for those of you who want to lose weight and you've decided that the only way to lose weight is by changing what you eat, your body will probably not create itself. So you guys want a question? So here's a question that I started to use. And what can I contribute to you guys? Do you want me to talk about money? Do you want me to talk about sex? Do you want me to talk about bodies? Do you want me to talk about weight? What do you guys want to know, right? Because what can your body receive? I can sit here and talk. And I'm also really curious what you guys would like to get out of this while we're live and playing with possibilities. So yeah, miss you too. Yes. And you know my body and we have same parents. So it's about the willingness to choose to have different points of views versus no point of view. Yeah, different interesting points of views versus yes. 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 And so, my friends, start to look at your life and what is or isn't showing up and start to see, are you functioning from a point of view? Right? And so if this is a contribution to you, I'm going to invite you onto a live class on Thursday. We're not going to put the link in because we don't have the emails. The system is funky and sending out the emails in a different order than they should go out. So we will make sure that you guys get the link. We'll post it once it's ready, either in the group tonight or tomorrow. Or if you want to join us again on Facebook Live, same station, same channel, I'm still going to go. So if you guys are doing it, please post your comments, ask a question, whatever you'd like to get out. Maybe you're just here to listen. And so we will post it and have it ready by tomorrow's Facebook Live at 2:00. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about, but I'm happy to talk about any topic you want. I usually just say, what do people want to hear today? And we start to go down a thread, down a possibility, down and so what I will say is that your body is this living, breathing magic machine that would love to create your future, that would love to gift you more energy, that would love for you to be happy, right? And so here is my invitation to you is every 10, sorry, I have too many things going. Ooh, Voika says, I have the point of view that nobody will find interesting what I have to say instead of going online and doing it. Right. Well, isn't that an interesting point of view? So guess what? You create that as your reality. So for those of you that start to recognize your points of views, you can use one of my favorite tools from Access Consciousness. I believe it's taught in the foundation, right? So those of you, a lot of you know about Access Bars and Access Foundation, two amazing, amazing life-changing classes, right? So let's see. Yeah, two amazing life-changing classes. And so in this, one of the things to do in foundation, it talks about, okay, so oh my gosh, I have a point of view about ice cream, or I have a point of view, we'll take Voika's example, that nobody will find interesting what I have to say. And so then you take that point of view and you go, okay, all the points of views that I have keeping me, right, from talking online, all the points of views that I have, right? So the tool actually goes, interesting point of view, I have that point of view, right? Interesting point of view, I have that point of view. Interesting point of view, I have that point of view. And the founder of Access Consciousness says that if you do interesting point of view, I have that point of view for 3 days straight, actually, no, I think he said 3 months. I don't know. 3 months straight, that you will start to, or 6 months, you will start to develop a level of freedom. Because here's the thing, my friends, how refreshing is it to be surrounded by someone who has no judgment in their universe, who has no point of view, who adores you totally and takes you for exactly who you are, right? Or would you prefer to put your body and you in situations where people are firing their judgments at you, where they're projecting at you, where they're making you wrong, right? Cool. Yeah. Yeah. You're so welcome, Voika. Right. And it's so funny that you have that point of view, because I'm like, I know you have a lot to say, right? And the little that you did say in the No Judgment Diet live events in Paris, like, holy cow, changed universes. And so when you guys have the point of view that no one will want to hear what you have to say, you rob the universe of the change that they could receive. Okay, I'm going to say that again. When you have the point of view that no one wants to hear what you have to say, you rob the universe of the change that's possible. Wow. Aha! You're so welcome, Voika. And says the woman who posts some amazing inspirational gratitude videos almost every day. I find that hysterical, right? Because how many people comment or are grateful for you? Like, you've inspired me to look at gratitude like even more and to start to play with it even more. And so, right, OMG, 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 right. So, and here's the thing, if you have the point of view that no one can hear what you have to say, or no one's interested, then when you are posting these like life-changing inspirational things for other people to receive, you limit who can receive it because of your point of view. Ding. Are you guys getting this? Are you getting this? Okay. Hopefully it is sinking in. And so you just want to look at what sort of living and life do you want to create? What sort of joy do you want to have in your body? What kind of people do you want to surround yourself with? How much money would you like to be playing with on a daily basis? And if you have a point of view that is in the way of that happening, right, you got to look at it. Yeah. So here's what I wanted to say. I got distracted. So some of you may know I get quite distracted quite easily. And, you know, my friend, Dr. Dane here, he said forever, I'd go to his classes. Yeah, Voika says, holy shit. Exactly. Okay. Exactly. And so, you know, he used to say like he has autism, OCD, ADD, ADHD all rolled into one. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of feel like that. Why? Because I'm aware of all of your universes, right? I'm aware of all of your universes. Okay. So it's a little hard sometimes on a Facebook Live being aware of your universe and then all the universes you are connecting. So I'm not coming to Montreal this year, maybe 2020 or 2021, but I will be in Edmonton, Canada, right? Let's see, for No Judgment Diet in June. So if you'd like to come play in Edmonton, we'll be updating this Facebook page with all the live events that we have up and coming. But I will be in Edmonton. It's just a plane ride away, my dear. Come play in Edmonton. What else is possible? So it'll be in June. You can always come to the amazing, beautiful Aspen, Colorado. I'll be doing a No Judgment Diet 4.5-day live event here, end of May through the beginning of June. Yeah. So, Chris, actually, we can post a link to the live events. So I think I gave you that link. If you guys want to know where in the world we'll be for the No Judgment Diet live events. And these live events, oh my goodness, imagine putting your body through an experience where you literally allow your body for 4.5 days to embody the energy of your future and to find out what it takes for your body, to activate and actualize your future. Cool. So my good friend, yes, he says, I've made some major changes in my life in the past 18 months. Yes, I thought no one would be interested or would accept me. However, once I opened up, I found warmth, love, and happiness. Yes, share it and be happy. Amen. Yeah, so it is current. And actually, I think you can just do worldwide live events. It is current. So I love that, my friends. And so we all have these points of views or fear of rejection or fear of not fitting in or fear of not belonging. But the truth is, none of us belong. We're all weird, wacky, strange, crazy, amazing, magnificent. We don't fit in boxes. We don't fit in, white walled rooms. We are meant to stand out. And so it is time to give your body permission and the freedom to stand out, to be who you are. And to, you know what? If people don't want to accept you, they're probably not your people, right? They're probably not your people. So start asking your body to bring to it all the people, all the energies, all the beings that would match to give you more joy, more possibility. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. I love that. Roy says, I belonged less before than I do now. I belong, baby. Yes, you do. Right? And you belong to the wacky world, wild world of you. Right? Each of you belong to the wacky world, the wacky wild world of you. And here's the thing, when you're trying to fit in, you are distancing yourself from your wacky, wild, weird world that is so much fun for you to play in. Right? We're all strange. We might as well all just admit it. We're all strange. And thank goodness, because it is a gift to stand out. And so the last thing I'll say before we sayonara. So have you heard something different or new? Do you guys have an aha? If you have an aha, will you please post in the comments? Wow. That's how I don't enjoy crowded places, because I perceive other people's universes? Absolutely. Absolutely. And as long as you're trying to fit in, then perceiving other people's universes becomes more intense and more loud than your own wacky, wild universe. Okay, so if you guys are in a crowded place and you've decided that your wacky, wild universe isn't allowed in a crowded place, then you will dumb yourself down or compress yourself or contract yourself instead of expand yourself out. Right? But when you're willing to go, oh my God, my wacky, wild little world that might not be so little is really strange, and I'm going to go in a crowded place and still be that wacky, wild world, right? Then you don't have to go into the panic attacks or the craziness or the intensity, because you have your world, and that is the most significant thing, or the most like a real thing to you in the moment. Make sense? Cool. Roy says, it just makes me more determined to be me. Amen, my friend. Amen. Voika says, get it? Yeah. Get it? Yeah. So, all right. So I want you guys sharing your ahas. And for one lucky winner, you guys will win we're going to do a prize for you. No Judgment Diet ebook. It's a 50-page plus ebook, and it's 10 ways to change your body now. But really, you can apply it to money. You can apply it to your life. You can apply it to your relationships. You can apply it to business. You can apply it to anything. So write your ahas. I'm going to pick one lucky winner. Woo! Michelle says, I just did a trade show where I was so much in joy that I physically lost my physical voice. Right, because sometimes it's not required. It's totally not required. Yeah. And so before I say the last thing I was going to say, and before we look at giving some lucky winner, and I love this. You're so welcome. So we're going to be at this again tomorrow. I'm going to be talking something totally different out of my wacky, wild, weird universe, because I'm not from this planet. Never was. Cool. Michelle says, I have no voice now. Right. But you know what? Your body, and this is really true. You're so welcome, Lisa. Your body, okay, Your body has a voice that is so loud, it just, Miriam says, you're my aha. You're so cute. Point of view, poof. I love it. So your bodies, you guys, have a voice so loud. But here's the thing, whatever your native tongue is, whether it's Hungarian or English or French or Japanese or German or Italian or Spanish, right? Whatever your native tongue is, your body does not speak that same language. Your body speaks in energy. And so its voice is so friggin' loud, and it desires to gift you the energy of happy, whatever that happy is for you. Not my version of happy, not somebody else's version of happy, but your version of happy. And when you're willing to be happy in your body will create the future you've always desired, quicker and easier than you can ever imagine. Whew, you guys sound like Minnie in Walt Disney World. I wish I was there to hear you. Yeah, awesome. Okay, I stopped judging my family, and my relationships with them have totally changed. Aha, infinite beings having a physical experience. Exactly. Susan says, be happy. I love it. Awesome. So I'm going to wait till this is over, and we will send out an email with one lucky winner on this. I'm going to see what you guys do, and I'll continue. So we'll see. And if you guys want, so Chris, if we want to put the link in, I wrote this pretty amazing ebook, and it's been asked to be translated in Russian, Spanish, Italian, German, right? Possibly working on Hungarian, right? Possibly working in Turkish. It's currently, is it French? I don't think it's translated in any other language yet. Maybe I'll be the one to. Cool. People are so much laughing today at work that my boss wanted to send me to calls to offer new services to our clients with my voice. I love it. Destroy and uncreate all my points of views about my body. Love it. My aha is that things aren't mine. Yes, I love that, Miriam. It's so true. So true. Most of what we think is ours, the fear, the judgment, the heaviness, the weight gain, the density, most of us think that those things are ours, but they're not. It's not true. It's not yours. And here's how you know, is if you can't change it. And if you've been working on losing weight for 10 years, if you've been working on changing your finances for 10 years, if you've been working on changing your relationships for 10 years, and you still haven't been able to change it, there is some aspect about it that you've bought that isn't actually yours. I tried to change my body weight and size and shape for 20 years, and it never changed. It changed maybe 5 pounds here and there, but always went back to this one set point. And it wasn't until I realized that half of what was going on with my body wasn't mine. My body was gifted and healing, right? Pains and suffering and all this other stuff. And so most of your bodies on the planet are healing bodies. And if you're listening to this, most of you have healing bodies, right? And so, nope, the link that you did, Chris, the link for the ebook, that's the correct ebook link. That's the correct one. Yeah. So if you guys want, the ebook's $9.99. The link is in there. If you want to buy it, it's freaking awesome. I'm of course biased, but it's all about this idea of, we get used to waking up every day and judging our bodies. We get used to waking up every day and being like, right? But can you imagine what it was like going on a first date with someone who you totally fell in love with, and the sparks and the joy and the couldn't get enough, and you were totally curious? Guaranteed it would have been a very, very, very different first date if either of you walked into that date with judgments. Okay. But what makes some first dates so magical or so different and so exciting is that there is no point of view. There is no judgment. And so you get curious. And when you get curious, you ask questions. So if you guys want to change your body, start to get curious and ask. Oh, Michelle says everything you create is freaking awesome. It's like a drug that our body craves. Well, this is true. The body craves no point of view. The body craves no judgment. The body craves possibility and excitement and joy and magic, right? The body doesn't go, I think I'll take some judgment today, right? It's never going to wake up and ask for judgment. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, no, so that's correct, Chris. But if you click on that link, then it'll take you to another page. Right? So it says get instant access now. It looks like it's for free. It actually takes you guys to a link where it's $9.99, $9.99. It's an amazing ebook. Yeah, it's pretty phenomenal. And I know that people who've read it have said, wow, it changed the way I started relating to my body. It helped me lose weight, like all these amazing things. Yeah, so click on it and see, it takes you to a different page. Yeah. So here's what I want to say. I keep trying to want to say it, but maybe it doesn't want me to say it. Maybe I should I save it for tomorrow? Or do you guys want to hear it now? Should I save it for tomorrow? Or do you guys want to hear it now? And while I'm waiting for your responses, what I will say is, please, if this contributed to you, please share it. Right? If this contributed to you, please share that we're going to be live again tomorrow, same page at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Cool. What happened after your body's set point? Well, I realized that I had a set point with my body, so I started to change it. Okay. Susan says now. Okay, you guys are saying now. Okay, haha, I like teasing you. We were not taught to listen to our bodies. Right, it's time. This ebook is really, truly about how do you get curious as if you were about to go on a first date with your body. How do you create it? Okay, say it now. Okay, so here's the little cool thing. Ready? When I heard this, it was like light bulbs for me, okay? Two things I'm going to say. One, if you can't stop the thought isn't yours. So if you have a thought about, I'm not good enough, and I'll talk about set point in a second. I'm not good enough. I'm not, pretty enough. I'm not skinny enough. If you have that rolling around and around and around and around and around, and you've spent more than a year trying to change that thought, and it keeps coming back and it keeps coming back and it keeps coming back, guess what? It's not your thought, right? If you can't change a certain aspect of your body and you've been trying forever and you just know something's off, it's not yours, and you keep trying to heal it or change it, but you can't change what isn't yours. Aha! Hearts and thumbs up if that's an aha moment, right? You can't change it if it's not yours. Okay? Can't change it. So, but that's not the thing I was going to say. The thing I was going to say that makes me excited is that every second of every day, you are a light bulb on skates. I love it. I kind of like being a light bulb. I kind of get excited. Okay, a couple thumbs up. Come on, you guys. More? Okay, there we go. Ah, there we go. I love your hearts and your comments and I love it. Thank you, my friends. Okay. Now I can continue. I feel so much better about myself. So every second of every day, 10,000 cells in your body die, while simultaneously 10,000 new cells come into your body. I'm going to say it again. Every second of every day, 10,000 old cells leave your body and 10,000 new cells. So that means in a 24-hour period, are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? 864 million new cells come into your body. In a 24-hour period, 864 million new cells come into your body. And so if you have the point of view that you're fat, that you're slow, that you're getting old, that you're too old to start over, that you're too old to start a business, that you're too old to break out, that you're too old to whatever, if you have a point of view that you're too white or you're too skinny or you're too fat or you're too whatever to do fill in the blank, and in 24-hour period, you have 864 million new cells coming into your body, right? If you've decided that you're too blank, those 864 million new cells that are like, oh, can we be happy now? Are we going to contribute? Can we, right? All of a sudden they go, oh, I guess she or he doesn't want us to contribute. So they take on the point of view that is the most dominant in your body at the moment they came in. I'm going to say that again. They take on the point of view that is the most dominant in your body. Okay, so 864 million cells in your body every 24 hours. And if you have a point of view that does not contribute to creating a greater future for you or your body, you are literally telling those 864 million new cells that they need to take on the old energy. I know, is that a shocker or what? So my friends, this is so like, if you use these tools, if you start to integrate them, if you start to take what I say, listen to it, keep going, okay? So you go, holy crap, that's insane. Yes, it is. Yes, it is insane. And it's such a freaking gift. And so please, 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 every 24 hours, you have the choice. And okay, can you open it? You have the choice and the possibility. Okay. Hold on, you guys. Delivery. I'll be right back. Hi. Are you here? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So you're in the right place. You are. Great. Do you want me to show you where? So if you can bring it and just put it in here, that would be amazing.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah?
Perfect.
Thank you so much. Okay, I'm back. So what I want to say to you guys is please, please, please. On Facebook Live, I disappear. Space. So please start to play with the concept of if you could reinvent your body, if you could reinvent you, if you could be curious about what's possible for you and your body every moment of every day, what is actually possible. So, my beautiful, amazing, brilliant friends, I will see you tomorrow. We'll make sure, and if you're curious to join us on the live class, I will be inviting you guys on the live class. If you join, one, I'm going to be giving away a 30-minute private session with me on the live class on Thursday, right? Please look for the link in this group. We'll either put it tonight, tomorrow, or next. It's Thursday. You can mark your calendars. Thursday, 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And I will be inviting you guys for different ways to come play with me. Right. Voika says insane. Right. Wow. I get now how aware that we were programmed to not like and love our bodies. Exactly. My friends, you're here because I think you know it's time for a change. So thank you for being here. If this inspired you, please share it. Right? Press share it with somebody that you know, share it on a page, share it, on your own wall, whatever you like. Maybe you want to send it privately to somebody. We will be here tomorrow at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And thanks for being here, my friends. See you tomorrow. Bye.